Kevin Durant and Vanessa Bryant just set the internet on fire. Fresh photos and videos of them together are blowing up, especially after fans started pointing out what looked like a baby bump on Vanessa
Bryant, the widow of Kobe Bryant, was pregnant.
Now everyone is asking the same burning question: is Kevin Durant the father? I've got the full story, so let's break it down. It all started with an Olympic connection. On August 9, 2024, the world tuned in for the Paris Olympics women's basketball semi-final between Team USA and Australia, expecting nothing but elite competition. What no one expected was that a simple courtside appearance would spark months of non-stop speculation online. When Kevin Durant and Vanessa Bryant were spotted sitting in the VIP row at Accor Arena in Paris, cheering on the US women's team alongside Dawn Staley, Sue Bird, Megan Rapinoe, and Bam Adebayo, the internet exploded with rumors. On the surface, the scene was innocent: two major basketball figures showing support for American athletes on the global stage. Vanessa Bryant, the widow of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, who tragically died in a helicopter crash on January 26, 2020, attended with her daughters Natalia, Bianca, and Capri, keeping alive the family's tradition of supporting basketball greatness. Kevin Durant, the Phoenix Suns superstar and decorated Olympian with multiple gold medals, was there representing his long-standing bond with Team USA. But in today's digital world, where every celebrity move is analyzed under a microscope and gossip spreads faster than wildfire, that courtside appearance quickly snowballed into something much bigger. The internet ran wild with theories about what their presence together might really mean. To understand why the speculation hit so hard, we need to look at the history of both figures and the controversies that have followed them. For Vanessa, public scrutiny has been part of her story since she first met Kobe Bryant in 1999. He was 21, she was 17, working as a background dancer in a music video. Their relationship escalated quickly, leading to marriage in April 2001. But from the start, challenges surrounded them. Kobe's parents strongly opposed the marriage, citing Vanessa's age, her Latina background, and the lack of a prenuptial agreement. This led to a years-long estrangement that cast a shadow over their union. The marriage faced further strain from scandals, most notably the 2003 sexual assault allegation against Kobe.
I'm innocent. I didn't force her to do anything against her will. I'm innocent, I sit here in front of you guys, furious at myself. So I sit at myself for making a mistake.
Kobe's public admission of infidelity, made while Vanessa stood firmly at his side, set the stage for years of relentless speculation about their marriage. Persistent rumors of extramarital affairs eventually drove Vanessa to file for divorce in December 2011, a move that shocked the basketball world. Reports claimed she had uncovered multiple affairs spanning years, with the latest betrayal becoming the breaking point. The media storm that followed was intense, with tabloids fueling endless gossip and fan theories. Yet in January 2013, the narrative flipped when the couple announced they had reconciled, with Vanessa declaring on Instagram, "We are pleased to announce that we have reconciled. Our divorce action will be dismissed." This cycle of scandal, reconciliation, and renewed speculation became a constant theme in Vanessa's public life, one that only deepened after Kobe's tragic death in 2020. The loss of both Kobe and Gianna in the helicopter crash placed Vanessa under an even harsher spotlight as she faced grief while working to preserve Kobe's legacy and raise their surviving daughters. Kevin Durant's personal life, while not as dramatic, has also been under heavy public scrutiny. His most serious relationship came in 2013 when he was engaged to WNBA star Monica Wright, but the engagement ended in early 2014 after Wright cited religious differences. Durant later admitted he wasn't mature enough and hadn't loved her the right way. Since then, he has been loosely linked to several women, including actress Crystal Renee Hayslett in 2015, ESPN broadcaster Rosalind Goldomude in 2017, though she denied it, and reality TV star April Jones. More recently, Durant has been vocal about his preference for staying single, openly admitting he values freedom over a committed relationship. Still, his dating life made headlines in 2021 when adult film star Lana Rhoades claimed on her podcast that Durant had taken her on a date but brought a backup woman along, sparking viral memes and ridicule about his awkward approach to relationships. All of this built the backdrop for that fateful day in Paris, when Durant and Vanessa were seen courtside at the Women's Olympic semi-final. While Team USA defeated Australia 85-64, the real drama unfolded in the stands. On the surface, it was nothing unusual, two basketball icons supporting the national team. But the timing and context turned this sighting into a wildfire rumor. 5 years after Kobe's passing, speculation about Vanessa's personal life was at an all-time high, while Durant, still one of the NBA's most eligible bachelors, remained a magnet for gossip. Their shared presence in the VIP section was all fans needed to ignite a frenzy. No reports confirmed they interacted, sat together, or exchanged words, but social media didn't care. Fan accounts began dissecting photos, comparing angles, and spinning timelines, while the basketball world jumped on the potential storyline. What started as harmless chatter soon exploded into something more toxic. By June 2025, social media was flooded with claims that Vanessa, then 43, was pregnant with her 5th child and secretly dating a 27-year-old basketball player. Even though these rumors were baseless, they retroactively gave the Paris sighting a whole new narrative. TikTok and YouTube content creators began claiming Vanessa had called Durant her future husband or that they were already in a relationship. The gossip didn't stop with Durant, she was also falsely linked to celebrity parties and other high-profile men. Despite Vanessa's focus on her daughters and her tireless work with the Mamba and Mambacita Foundation, the public's obsession with her romantic life refused to die down. Durant, meanwhile, became an unwilling piece of this puzzle, dragged into speculation simply because of his bachelor status and high-profile presence. Finally, on June 2, 2025, Vanessa addressed the situation head-on. Posting a meme of Rihanna flipping off the camera, she wrote, "Me protecting my peace, not pregnant, and having fun all summer." While the statement dismissed the pregnancy rumors outright, it did little to silence the ongoing whispers about her personal L.
And the only thing that you can do is just put one foot in front of the other and just continue to move forward. I mean, and there's nothing else you can do. I mean, there's times where it just seems like days are just endless. This is never going to end.
Kobe's words about enduring tough times feel especially meaningful when applied to Vanessa's life after his passing. She's had to face endless speculation about her choices, relentless family drama, and even public criticism from figures like Dr. Umar Johnson. Through it all, the pattern has been clear: no matter what she does, rumors follow. While the internet has been obsessed with fueling romance stories between her and Kevin Durant, the truth is that Vanessa has been battling fabricated relationship scandals for well over a decade. The Durant rumors are just the newest chapter in a long cycle of false narratives that have trailed her since before Kobe's death. To see how damaging this pattern really is, you have to look at the earlier incidents that set the tone. One of the clearest examples came during her explosive 2011 divorce proceedings. At the time, reports said Vanessa had discovered Kobe's affairs with multiple women, but instead of simply reporting the facts, tabloids twisted the story into a counter-narrative, accusing Vanessa herself of cheating and even linking her name to professional boxer Victor Ortiz.
Main man who took Kobe's girl for a while back in the day. You know what? Low profile, that's crazy, dude. Somebody said that.
The Ortiz rumors were especially brutal, with tabloids pushing the narrative that Vanessa had been romantically involved with the 24-year-old boxer during her separation from Kobe. The speculation spread quickly, haunting both Vanessa and Ortiz for years as it kept resurfacing on social media and gossip forums. But when Ortiz was finally asked about the allegations years later, his response was blunt and telling, completely shutting down the claims while also exposing just how easily false stories about celebrities can be manufactured and then recycled endlessly to fit a sensational narrative.
Would never do something like that, man. 1, 2, I didn't even know his wife. We never even been under the same roof. I've never, ever in a million years, and I put that on my kids, on my 2 baby boys, whom I love very much, and their mother, and my boxing career. I have never, ever touched someone by the name of...
Ortiz's forceful denial highlighted the real damage false rumors can inflict. He not only rejected any suggestion of a romance with Vanessa but stressed that they had never even shared the same room. To drive the point home, he swore on his children's lives, showing just how seriously he took the accusations and how deeply they threatened his reputation, credibility, and personal relationships.
Do I know her? Anything like that? And my condolences go to Vanessa Bryant and the beautiful angels that she has. Kobe left a great legacy behind. Kobe left respect in my eyes, you know.
While Vanessa was battling waves of false romance rumors, the real story was unfolding quietly behind the scenes. Kevin Durant wasn't secretly dating Vanessa as gossip suggested, he was actually supporting Kobe's legacy in a meaningful way. Durant had been making significant anonymous donations to the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation since 2020, a reflection of his deep respect for Kobe and his commitment to the causes Kobe cared about. Beyond financial support, Durant participated in foundation events, mentored young athletes, and used his platform to amplify its mission of creating opportunities for underserved youth. This fit his long-standing pattern of low-profile philanthropy, such as paying off student loans and donating to community projects without seeking attention. What made his contributions even more powerful was how they honored both Kobe and Gianna, carrying forward Kobe's dedication to women's basketball and Gianna's dreams of playing at the highest level. This explains why Durant and Vanessa were seen together at events like the Paris Olympics. Their connection was rooted in philanthropy and respect, not romance. Yet while Durant was quietly standing beside Vanessa in preserving Kobe's legacy, she was grappling with far more public and painful family drama. The long-running rift between Vanessa and Kobe's parents, Joe and Pam Bryant, had reached a breaking point, intensified by years of resentment and mistrust. Their opposition to Kobe and Vanessa's marriage in 2001, driven by concerns over her young age, background, and the absence of a prenuptial agreement, created a wound that never healed. That divide deepened when Pam attempted to auction Kobe's high school memorabilia in 2013 without his permission, forcing Kobe to sue his own parents. Even after a public apology, Kobe admitted in 2016 that he hadn't spoken to them for years, revealing the relationship was beyond repair. After Kobe's death in 2020, Vanessa was left to manage this fractured dynamic, and she made the choice not to provide financial support to his parents, a decision many believed was in line with Kobe's own wishes. But when Joe and Pam auctioned Kobe's 2000 NBA championship ring in 2024, fans saw it as both desperate and disrespectful, fueling even harsher scrutiny. The situation reached its peak when Joe Bryant passed away in July 2024. Vanessa's carefully worded statement expressed regret and sympathy without assuming responsibility for the estrangement or promising support to Pam. Her response opened the door for heavy criticism, especially from Dr. Umar Johnson, who accused her of neglecting her in-laws and framed her decisions as a failure of family loyalty, sparking debates about wealth, responsibility, and race in the public eye.
I think he died of a broken heart. I don't know the details. I'm just speculating. But for an NBA legend to be dead at 69, I ain't hear nobody say he had no chronic medical disease or nothing. I think the man died of a broken heart. He might have died of...
Dr. Umar's comments about Joe Bryant's death were especially inflammatory, as he implied that financial struggles and family estrangement may have played a role in his passing. Although there was no evidence to support these claims, his speculation tapped into a larger debate within certain communities over whether Vanessa carried a moral responsibility to support Kobe's parents despite their long history of
Question for Vanessa. Are you going to pay for that man's homegoing ceremony? And don't get me wrong, I believe Shaquille O'Neal and a lot of Kobe's friends and other stars, they're going to make sure his father get put away right. I absolutely believe that. But Vanessa, I believe you have an obligation to see to it that Kobe's father gets put away right.
Johnson's decision to publicly question whether Vanessa would cover Joe Bryant's funeral costs placed her in a no-win situation. Any answer risked backlash, while silence risked being labeled heartless. Yet his harshest attacks were directed at her treatment of Pam Bryant, accusing Vanessa of abandoning Kobe's mother in her later years and framing her alleged financial struggles as proof of neglect.
Let's take it a step further, Art. Kobe's mother. Kobe's mother is still walking. She's still with us. Vanessa Bryant, are you going to take care of Kobe's mom? Kobe's gone. His father's gone. What about his mom? You owe it to them, and you owe it to him to take care of.
Dr. Umar's moral stance was straightforward. He argued that no matter the history of conflict or Kobe's own estrangement from his parents, Vanessa still had a duty to secure their well-being in their final years. In his view, failing to do so was both a betrayal of Kobe's legacy and a violation of basic decency. Yet while his words echoed broader concerns about family loyalty, his very public attacks only intensified the pressure on a grieving widow instead of fostering empathy or resolution. The truth was that Vanessa Bryant was left to navigate an impossible path, balancing her role as a mother, preserving Kobe's legacy and making difficult choices under constant public judgment. At the same time, Kevin Durant was quietly honoring Kobe by supporting the Mamba and Mambasita Sports Foundation, never seeking recognition or involving himself in family turmoil. Years earlier, Victor Ortiz had been dragged into false rumors he was forced to deny outright, an example of how relentless the celebrity rumor mill can be when it needs fresh scandal. As for Vanessa, the question remains, what new controversy will the spotlight create around her next? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this video, tap one of the boxes on your screen to check out more stories like this.